Hey everybody, welcome back to ABC 25 Local Lifestyles. Halloween, of course, coming up, and Voices is gearing up for its third annual free trick-or-treating event, the Walk Thru Boo. Here we have Luke Wagner, the Voices board member, and Nikki Davis. She's the 2023 Walk Thru Boo coordinator. You guys are here to tell us a lot more this morning. So can you believe you're into your third year, first of all?
Well, they've been doing this Halloween event for a long time, but during COVID, we had to pivot to something that was outside. And so it's exciting that we're already into the third year of this version of the event.
That's right, and the version was sort of a drive-through boo, but now you've kind of switched it a little bit again to a walk-through boo, and you're really excited about this.
So we had to pivot once again. There's quite a bit of construction going on at the Washington Square Mall parking lot, so it is going to be more of a trunk-or-treat style like it has been, but families can walk through as opposed to the drive-through version that we've previously done. But it's actually very exciting because we're expecting a lot of growth with this year's event, because there's going to be a farmer's market right next to us, and I think the Lapidary Society is going to be having an event at the mall concurrently as well.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a lot going on. Tell everybody the date and the time and the location one more time.
Yep, it's Saturday, October 28th from 1 to 3 p.m. We'll have one main entrance for people to go through, but it is in the southwest corner of the Washington Square Mall parking lot.
So is that where they should kind of park in that area, and then, like you said, get out and walk with the kids?
They can pretty much park anywhere at the mall parking lot and then walk to the entrance. But the farmers market will be right next to us, and again, there's another event going on inside the mall. So we're super excited to be collaborating and celebrating Washington Square Mall Park.
That's going to be a fun day. Can you kind of stop by any time between 1 and 3? It's not like you have to be there at 1 or anything like that, right?
Correct. They can come through any of that time, but right at 3 is when we're going to do the tear down, just to make sure it's safe for everybody. So 1 to 3 are the hard hours for it.
And all of this is going to benefit Voices. So Luke, kind of tell us more about what Voices is and what your mission is.
Okay, so Voices is a nonprofit organization advocating for the rights of long-term care residents in Vanderburgh County. So there are a group of rights that your family member or even yourself, if you're in a long-term care facility, have. And our staff, all it takes is a phone call for, to ask a question, and we help at no charge.
That's right. And do you need some more volunteers for that? Because those are who help these people, right? Your volunteers.
Well, we have volunteer board members that will take, but the actual advocating or ombudsman is a trained staff position. So we will always take volunteer to help us out with stuff like this.
Exactly.
But the actual work with the residents and the families and people that use our services are done by our staff.
And what do you see whenever those services are needed, kind of the outcomes that happen from that?
Well, as board members, we get to hear monthly updates from our staff. We can't go to the facilities because it's all confidential. But there are really heartwarming stories of a family that was just stuck. And it maybe wasn't negligence, it was uneducation or things like that on the part of a facility or somebody being ignored for some reason, or they didn't even know that their family member or themselves had this right when they live in one of those facilities, and we can advocate on their behalf and help them resolve problems, even a lot of times non-confrontational wise.
Right,
So.
and such an important thing that you guys are doing. Do you need more volunteers for the event? Or do you need more vendors, or are you still looking for things like that, or groups to come and be involved in it?
We will take all of the above.
Yes.
So we have a very fun lineup, but we're always looking for more volunteers, and we certainly would love to collaborate with more community members, because this to me is a community event, free for the public, and so we cannot wait to see how big it grows.
And the kids can come in their costumes, or they don't have to, but I would think most of them are, right?
Yep.
It's going to be a fun afternoon. Let's run through the date and the time one more time for everyone.
So Saturday, October 28th, and it's going to be from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Washington Square Mall parking lot.
Perfect. How can they get in touch with you guys if people want more information?
Well, the easiest way to get in touch with Voices is you can go to voicesinc.info is our website, and then just to make sure I get it right, I'm going to look at the phone number and go 812-423-2927 if you want to call the agency directly.
Perfect. Luke, Nikki, thank you guys so much, and have fun in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this. You're watching ABC 25 Local Lifestyles.